Hello, I'm Mario, and today's video is a channel update video. And the topics I want to cover today have to do with, well, where I'm at and where I'm heading to, but also things like what have I been working on lately? What have I been spending my time on recently? And then also what priorities, what projects do I have in the near future? What's on the horizon? Something that has been on my mind, maybe not top priority, but well, it was the bed build out that I did. So the table that I have, that's been working out very well, but I do want to upgrade the mattress, and I think that would be very helpful. So I did find a supplier in Texas, and I haven't contacted them yet. Anyway, I've been doing research. So there's a couple options that I have. And so that's something that I want to have as a priority is, upgrade that mattress and also situate it in a way that, I don't know, maybe new bedding, different size sheets. I know that there's been some discussion about, what can I do with that extra material that's hanging over? So I guess that's not totally complete yet. The bed's not totally complete. And at the very least, I want to take care of that mattress. But I've been enjoying it. It's been working out well. And I'm happy I have it the way I do. And another thing I've been focused on is, well, staying warm and staying in regions where the climate is good. And maybe not just warm, but, out of bad weather and the wind and the whole 9 yards. And well, what's happened with me being focused on that is that I've really been kind of pigeonholed into the RV lifestyle. And I don't know how to explain it other than it's been a chore to make sure that I'm in an area with good weather and yeah, so that's what's happening. So currently right now I'm in an RV park. I'm feeling pretty fortunate about this. And the other thing I'm up against are the holidays. So happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And yeah, and so I guess I plan on, I think I'm going to be staying in the RV throughout all the holidays. So I wasn't sure about that either. So, but yeah, I think that's what I'm going to be doing. And that's why I wanted to talk about some of the things I'm focusing on and what projects I'm going to be dealing with. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to up that a notch with the RV, meaning that I'm going to seek out maybe RV parks. I've been pretty happy with this one. This is a pretty nice little setting, small RV park, 30 minutes to a major retail center. I don't have highway noise. So yeah, this is working out pretty good. But yeah, what I'm getting at here is that the RV park with full hookups, I think that's what I'm going to be focusing on maybe through January 1st, so through New Year's. And I think that'll alleviate, well, it'll free up my time and my focus so that I can not focus on moving every 4 nights or moving every 5 nights, and I can be kind of in one spot more often. So I think that'll be more helpful. And like I said, then I can focus on the mattress and things like that. And yeah, and so having said all of that, the side effect, it feels like I've been doing that sort of thing, focusing on the RV lifestyle kind of thing more than I wanted to. So one thing that I'm pretty sad about is the fact that I have my mall crawler over here and I'm not really exploiting all of its features. But well, I mean, that's just the way it is now. So for instance, I went ahead and I upgraded the tires, and at the time I knew that I really wasn't going to be needing those because I was heading on to Acadia National Park over in Maine. And so yeah, I've been just on pavement with I'll take that back. I mean, I've used it a couple of times, but I mean 98% of the time, this thing's been on pavement. And so it didn't really make sense to buy these tires I mean, essentially they're mud terrain tires. They're not marketed as mud terrain, but I'm calling them mud terrains. And so yeah, it didn't really make sense to buy those tires at the time and then, you know, have so much time on the pavement. But my reasoning was that I needed help getting the fender cuts and getting the fender flares installed and all that sort of thing. So I took the opportunity to get it done. And yeah, so I'm paying a little bit of a premium on that. But anyway, those tires, actually, they've been holding out pretty good. Obviously, they're wearing. I've put some miles on them. But as far as the grip on the asphalt and stuff like that. So it's been a good test run. But yeah, I just wish I was doing more with that. So that's going to be another focus, but it's not going to be necessarily a big priority. So I want to get through these holiday seasons, and then so since it's holiday seasons, I want to be focused on taking care of other things, you know, doing life maintenance stuff and seeing what other little chores I can get knocked out. And yeah, it's kind of a rambling talking about all of this, but it's been a big deal balancing these sorts of things. So I wanted to throw that out there as a mention. On that same token, I really did think I would be doing more camping in the pickup truck and not so much sleeping in the GeoPro travel trailer. So that's kind of sad. So I might still, maybe not like major excursions, but do little, you know, 1-2 nighters. So I might still kind of try to keep that up there as a high priority. But I'm sad. I'm sad I'm not using it as much as I should. But yeah, I'm up against the holidays, hunting season also. And but yeah, I think I'll still be able to use it. So maybe I can fit some of that stuff in there, you know, before January 1st. But yeah, the main priorities has been life maintenance and things like that. So as a segue, I would like to take you inside and kind of show you something that I have been trying out. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but it has to do with, you know, finally I got my new phone and my new laptop. I got those things online and organized the way I need it, you know, set up so I can do my work. And then what I did was I took my old laptop and I'm going to see if I can't use the Wi-Fi Ranger that came with the GeoPro travel trailer. So actually, let's go inside and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Up on the roof of the GeoPro travel trailer, I have a Wi-Fi Ranger, and what that does is it doesn't really offer any internet access. I mean, I could upgrade it so that I will have internet access via like the cell towers, but all it really does is it takes existing Wi-Fi signals and routes it. Basically, it's mounted up here on the roof, and there's a switch back here to power it on. If I power that switch on, then it takes the Wi-Fi signal, say from an RV park or a Starbucks or whatever, and runs it through the antenna here, and then spits it out Wi-Fi again, and then to your laptop or PC or phone or whatever. So it doesn't really do anything except try to boost the Wi-Fi signal. And so what I've done here is I have never really used that, and I've never really used the TV. I've even mentioned it in previous videos. It's like, well, this is something that I don't use. I don't use the TV, and I don't use the Wi-Fi Ranger. And so what I was thinking is that what I could do is just remove that Wi-Fi Ranger and use that existing hole for something else. I don't know, mount another antenna or whatever. I don't know. There's different things. Like I got a TV antenna right here. I don't use it. So maybe I can use this hole in the roof and mount something else there as another example. So what I'm talking about here is this, that before I go throwing away things that I already have, I figured I should try and give it a shot. And I have just started doing this, and already I'm kind of seeing issues with dropped signals and stuff like that. And I got a lot of Wi-Fi going. I'm having similar issues in the pickup truck because I have Wi-Fi for the side view and rear view cameras, and I have my own cell modem, and that spits out Wi-Fi. I have that connected to my Garmin RV890, so I can surf the internet on that. So anyway, I got all these, all of these radio signals, basically radio frequency signals bouncing around all over the place. And sometimes I'm having issues with connectivity. So I want to give it a go, and I got to find some sort of balance. So that's why I'm talking about all the other connections that I have. And if I start bringing everything wireless, then I'm going to start having conflicts, and I got to see where I mount stuff, where I locate it, so on and so forth. I even purchased another little Wi-Fi antenna for my modem, so that I can see if I can maybe bring that Wi-Fi antenna to the back of the truck. And I don't know. Anyway, now I'm kind of rambling, but yeah, there's a lot going on there. So, but I haven't really started shifting that as priorities other than this. And so what I'm doing is I have this little HDMI out. So this is one of those little mini plugs, and that just goes to a regular HDMI here. So I'm not using the HDMI that comes out of the wall here. So I'm not plugging my HDMI into this. I'm just going directly into the port here. So the only connections I have is I got the power, DC power, which I really like, and then I do have some audio out here, these little RCA jacks out, and then so these route to this head unit here and the speakers back there. So what I'm talking about ultimately is that I can get maybe I can download some movies onto this laptop that I don't really use anymore. Maybe I can dedicate this as a home entertainment system, so that when I do have a Wi-Fi signal, I can connect to the Wi-Fi, and then I'll see how well the Wi-Fi booster helps out in that scenario. So for instance, like I have an Amazon Prime membership, so I might as well see if I can take advantage of that and maybe download some movies to the laptop, and then have them onto that screen there. And then I got my bed here, and my head's here, but I could, put a pillow back here and then watch TV. It kind of comes out pretty good. So that's pretty much the deal. But yeah, in fact, here's my my little modem here. This is my router modem for my cell coverage, and then I had so now with my new phone, I had to get a wireless charger for it. I didn't have to, but there was no like 3.5 millimeter audio input for the phone, so I had to buy Type-C connector headphones so that I can have my meetings. And what happens is that when the Type-C connector is used with the headphones, then I can't charge it at the same time. So anyway, I have my wireless charger here, and that way I can use my phone and wireless charge. I'm liking this. I hadn't really used one of these before. And then so yeah, and I got my my new laptops all set up, and this is still working pretty good. I mentioned that I would like to have a different workstation, but yeah, I'm not going to play around with that. That's not a top priority. I think probably the mattress, upgrading the mattress, and playing around with this laptop here to see if what the fate of this laptop is, and what the fate of the Wi-Fi Ranger is. And yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. I mean, essentially the top priorities is, stay healthy and stay happy. That really is, that's really it. And then also make sure that I'm taking care of, general maintenance and taking care of business, general life maintenance, that sort of stuff. And then, the Chevy Colorado, I want to use it more. It hasn't really been a year. I mean, it was it was the beginning of summer when I kind of had the truck together, and then I had the the front differential issue was always in the back of my mind, and I was looking for mechanics to kind of maybe help me go back over all of that. So at any rate, hopefully that's behind me. Get the holidays out of the way, and hopefully I can do more tent camping with that. So all right, I think that wraps it up for this video. I really appreciate you guys watching, and so yeah, tune in. That's what we got going on. So I want to bring that content to you, and I'm looking forward to it. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.